Last time on Danganronpa.
Bro, did it not save my... It didn't save the stuff I did? Oh, I turned so slow.
I look forward to getting to know you.
Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. You have to kill someone without anyone finding out it was you.
What?
Out of my way, Plankton. Wham. Didn't like that. Going out at nighttime should be prohibited altogether. No, not more free time.
Hey,
Let's get out of here together, Makoto, no matter what. Please don't turn your back on me, okay? Maybe if I ignore him, he'll just go away. But I just realized there's one very important piece missing. What are you? If you want to know, I'll tell you. It's motive. I have a little video I'd like you all to see.
And now.
AV room, yeah. Here it is. Oh, there's something inside this cardboard box. It's a bunch of DVDs, and each one has a label on it with someone's name. This must be the video for each of us he mentioned. I'd better go tell everyone. She just ran off. I didn't follow after her, I just stood right there where I was. The DVDs in front of me had robbed me of all awareness. I was rooted in place. I think I see something. In the DVD box? Your DVD? Your DVD? It is your DVD. Next to the monitor is a high-end DVD player. It'll probably play those DVDs no problem. Maybe I'll just watch mine real quick before everyone else gets here. I sorted through the DVDs I'd found in the box and found the one with my name on it. Then I slid it into the expensive-looking player, sat down and stared intently at the darkened screen, and then... depression. I yelled out without realizing it, and my heart started racing. It was what I saw on that monitor. It was my family.
You getting picked to attend Hope's Peak Academy is like a dream come true. Make sure you do your best.
I'm so proud of you, son. But remember, don't push yourself too hard.
Are you really watching this, Makoto? Good luck, okay?
If it had ended there, that would have been fine. A message of love and support. After leaving my family behind to attend Hope's Peak, it would have given me hope, given me strength. If this was a normal school, I would have been happy, if a little embarrassed. My family's support to rely on, I would have been motivated to do even better. But here now it was totally different. I wasn't living in ordinary school, so I had a pretty strong feeling that the video wasn't going to end there. I hated having that feeling, but it turned out I was absolutely right. This time I couldn't even make a sound, my voice just died. Where'd everyone go? It looked like a war zone or something. As if in reply, a voice came floating out of the speakers. I recognized the voice, of course, it was him.
Makoto Naegi, accepted into Hope's Peak Academy, and his family, who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being. Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
Oh. Oop. What is this? What happened to everyone? I started trembling. I could feel the fear and anger building up inside me like hot magma. God damn it. I slammed my fist against the desk over and over again. A single thought was racing through my mind. What else? How could I think about anything else? I have to get out of here. I have to get out right now. I need to make sure everyone's safe. Makoto? What happened? Make sure who's safe? I noticed everyone standing around the entrance to the AV room. They stared at me, faces full of confusion. What's going on? Without a word, I pointed to the cardboard box.
Is it?
Is that what Monokuma was talking about?
What does this mean?
What's on them? They all gathered around the box, and each of them grabbed the DVD with their name on it. One by one, they each rushed to a monitor. It didn't take long for them to react.
What the?
What the fuck? This can't be real, right? This has to be fake, right? Hey, no way it's real. No way. Can't take it anymore. As soon as I saw the reactions, I knew. They'd all seen something like what I'd seen. Nobody even bothered trying to hide their fear and confusion, except for her. Even now, she was totally calm. I see, so this is what he meant by motive. He wants to fuel our desire to leave so that we're more likely to start killing each other.
Yes,
It is the classic prisoner's dilemma. Huh? Let me use an example. Imagine two countries are on the brink of war, but both countries want peace, and each commits to scaling back their forces as a sign of good faith. There's a chance that one country may betray the other, so each country fears lowering their guard. The result is that neither scales back their forces, and they both end up betraying each other.
Do you understand?
In other words, the fear of invisible treachery becomes the greatest enemy of stability. Kinda sounds like us right now. Everyone says they'll work together, but in our hearts we're all afraid someone might betray us. Don't put those awful thoughts in our head, that's exactly what they want us to do. You can't say that. You can say that, but maybe you're thinking that once everyone drops their guard, you can just... What?
Hey.
This is exactly what Monokuma, or whoever's behind this, wants. They want us to fight, don't you see? Yeah, you're right. We all need to calm down.
So then,
Okay, then maybe we should start by all just talking. If we all just talk about what we saw, that'll help get everyone everything out of our system. Besides, I think we're all super curious, right? I wonder what was in everyone's videos. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Hey, Sayaka? What was in your video, Sayaka?
what's your
What's wrong?
problem?
Just hurry up and tell us. Sayaka? Gently placed my hand on her shoulder. Stop it. She pushed my hand away and suddenly ran off. Sayaka?
That's enough.
Let her go. I can't do that. I have to go make sure she's okay. I hate romantic comedies like this. I don't care what happens to her personally.
What?
That's because you're totally thoughtless. I'm really worried. And why don't you go do whatever you think you have to do? We don't have to stick around together, right?
I hope you are
Speaking
well.
of which, I have my own things to take care of. Goodbye. Everyone went their separate ways, but I don't have time to worry about them right now. I have to go find Sayaka. I do have time, and I'm gonna talk to everyone. Hey Makoto, these videos are some kind of hoax, right? I want to think so, but what the hell, man? It's all one big lie. It has to be. What was in your video, Taka? I saw... Sorry, it's gonna take me some time to figure out how to put it into words.
What should
Everyone's
I do?
really upset. I mean, how could anyone be calm right now? Why? How can something like that even exist? I just don't understand. I don't. To be able to do something like that. Is it because they really are the murderous fiend? What was in your video, Hifumi?
So
Before you go asking someone else, it's only polite that you say what you saw first, don't you think? Well, why are you covering your ears?
Yes,
If I don't
indeed.
hear yours, I don't have to say mine. It's the art of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I don't think that's how it works. What was in your video, Sakura? My family. But I'm not upset by what I saw. You're overpowered, you must accept your death. That is the way of my family.
Damn.
But still, I refuse to believe they would lose so easily. How? What was in your video, Kyoko?
Well,
Why should I tell you? She is upset by it, but she doesn't want to share. Where could she have gone? She can't have gone far, I just took her on to school. Well, yeah, no shit. Naegi, you're not allowed to leave. Oh! She scared me. Where'd Sayaka run off to? Anyway, that video was pretty convincing. I almost thought it was real. But it's fake, right? It's gotta be. I'd like to believe that, but if it was real... I think she's probably gonna be in the room area. Oh, this way. I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. This Celeste. I think that means I'm on the right path, honestly. What was in your video, Celeste?
Huh?
Oh, which is you. You really want to know, don't you? That smile, it's strangely scary.
Is that okay?
There are many, many things in this world you are better off not knowing, don't you think? Yes, ma'am. Maybe Sayaka's in a room. Sayaka? No answer, I guess I'll have to keep looking. Okay. So she's not there. Jesus. What was in your video, Mondo?
What?
Huh? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. It's fake anyway. It had to be. Whoever's doing all this just pulled it out of his ass. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Those assholes can't fool me. It's not gonna be in the store. Her, the mono machine, while she's depressed. Hello. I'm not going to tell you, and that's all there is to it. What? I'm not going to tell you. No way. Hell no. No way in hell. You're just acting all nice, so we'll tell you what you want to hear. You can't fool me. Damn it. How the hell did they get footage of that? I'll leave you be, sir. There's Junko. Hi, Junko.
But more
Hey,
important-
Makoto, aren't you, like, super curious what's in everyone's videos? I mean, I can't say I'm not, right? I could totally tell. But does that mean you're gonna tell me what was in yours? Who knows? It all depends what kind of mood I'm in, you know? I don't think she's gonna tell me. Valid. Is she gonna be in here? Oh, she's in here. She has to be. There she is. spooky music. Found her in one corner of an empty classroom. She was sitting in a chair, hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. She looked like maybe she was upset or angry or no. She didn't have any expression at all. There was nothing on her face that you could call emotion. It was as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, no. How could I possibly be fine? What did we do to end up like this? Why are they doing such terrible things to us? I want out. Let me out of here right now. Sayaka, calm down. As she thrashed around, I grabbed her by the shoulders. I understand. I know how you feel right now. When I think what might have happened to my family, but now more than ever we have to stay calm. This is exactly what they want. They want us to lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Because if those things really had happened, people out there would be in an uproar. Our families, the police, everyone, right? So let's just calm down, okay? Otherwise, we've already lost. I know I was trying to convince myself just as much as her. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that had been burned into my brain. Be calm, okay? Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. Help might even come before that. But what if there isn't a way out? What if help never comes? If that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself, no matter what it takes. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what had come over me. Up.
Sayaka?
Oh god, this is the worst.
Please, help me.
Her voice was small and shaky.
Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore. Sayaka.
What a bitch. Finally, she raised her face up from my chest. She looked at me with those big wet eyes of hers.
Makoto.
Can I believe what you said? Huh? That you'll help me get out? No matter what it takes? Absolutely! Makoto, you're the only one I can trust, so please.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Aw, of course I'll be there for you. No matter what, I'm always on your side. I mean, you are my assistant after all.
Makoto.
Thank you, Makoto. Hearing you say that, I feel like I can keep going. I can get through this as long as you're here with me.
Because I'm your
Like you said, I'm your assistant. The smile I'd come to know so well returned to her face. Felt a little forced, but still, it was a huge improvement over how she was before.
Hey! Hey!
It's standing up! Makoto, it's... Oh.
Come on! Just
Oh my god.
Just a minute.
Oh my god. I balled up my fist, took aim, and swung as hard as I could. I never put so much energy into a single motion before in my life. I leaned back, channeling all my power, and let go with every gun I had. Wah. Are you okay? If I hadn't avoided your punch, you would have just violated school regulations. But boy, are you slow. Could have downed $1,000 full-course dinner in the time it took you to finish your swing. You speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, sense of despair, antagonization. It's all lacking. What the heck was that? Just wanted to mess with us. For now, you want to just head back? Yeah. I wasn't gonna read any of that. Monokuma had come along and swiftly destroyed me. And I headed back to the dorms. You should get some rest, Sayaka. You still look pretty shaken. I'm sorry for making you worry about me. You're right, I'm going to lay down for a bit. The nod and a small bow, she disappeared into her room. Now on my own, I headed off to tell everyone that Sayaka was okay. Once that was done, I said to go back to my room. It was hard to think after watching that deranged video. I need some rest of my own. Gee, seriously, what's going on here? There's just so many problems. I can't even decide what the biggest problem is. That we're trapped in here? That what I saw in that video might be real? Monokuma? What the mastermind has in store for us? Or are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here, but I can never kill someone. Do the others all feel the same? Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. It's my DoorDash! When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. How come someone's here? It's your girlfriend.
Sorry.
Jesus. Sayaka? Why does she look like that? Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed her body was trembling. Is everything okay? Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird? Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room, and all of a sudden my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. They started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, then I got up and opened the door to check outside, but there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that? It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still, it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decided to break that promise, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better?
Huh?
What? All it said in the school regulations was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? Didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
but 2 people sharing one room is, you know... oh geez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... if you don't mind, could we maybe switch rooms? Just for tonight? Switch rooms. If that'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but... are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, like, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then... I'll stay in your room, Chica. No, I don't like you.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay
Thanks.
then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Man, it's already nighttime. Okay, so it's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we better trade keys too. Oh, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. Again.
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? What if I wasn't? Something resembling a smile had made its way to her face. Thank goodness, it looked like she's already started to get back to normal. Okay, we better trade keys then. Okay, let's do it. We exchanged keys, and when I looked back up at her again, there was another worried expression there. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it no matter what. I won't. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift up on the door while you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open no problem. Yeah, but the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Oh, that's right, I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Also, the toilet? Does the toilet not flush or something? Okay, well, I'd better get going. See you tomorrow.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night, then. See you in the morning. Sayaka gave me one last parting smile, and I headed off to my room. My, in air quotes, I looked around as soon as I got out into the hall. Everyone else's doors were closed. There was no sign of life. Good, there's nobody here. Making sure nobody was around to spot me, I rushed into Sayaka's room. Her trash can's pink. It really doesn't look any different. Smells nice though. Oh. I remember all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. Bro, if you need to piss, just go piss. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't any doubt about it. It was the DVD with her name on it that we found in the AV room. It reminds me I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video, but it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. No, I'm snooping. There's a thing over here. What? What was it? Oh, I guess that was the door. My room came with a toolkit, but Sayaka has a sewing kit just like the note said. Next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed, a pleasant gross. Feeling a little better than before I fell asleep. Monokuma Theater! Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. You've set sail and left Earth behind. But you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer, or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game, but even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Ambitious.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Thanks, Monokuma. Sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. Where? I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. Makoto, your observational skills need to happen. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. Figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers, and the ones who showed up a little late. Yo. Sorry. My makeup would just not cooperate this morning. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning odd. For the types with a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. Finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
Suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad.
My bad. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? Is it so awful to be late? I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. Don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late... What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However...
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd left Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe, but over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. What the hell? Eee! If you don't like blood, don't look at this. It's clearly like fake blood, but it's still like... It's the Replica Sword. It's been taken out of the sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? I don't want to look at Sayaka, honestly. That's been damaged too. Okay, so... Don't like blood. Don't look at this. Here we go. Better check the bathroom, because it's wide open. Let's take a look inside. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain, and then... everything went black. Part 1. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Oh, hi. Oh, you're awake, finally. Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up, huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well.
No surprise, considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream, what I saw? It was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? To see for myself, I have to see if Sayaka is. If Sayaka is, you can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself. Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey.
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here. I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule. Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid. That's... What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their face. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone killed someone? Amazing what some people are capable of. Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth. That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
No, play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? Woohoo, it's cuz. Naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here. They're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now
Are you
then.
ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then
You're referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. Unless they are discovered. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you were talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will engage in one big debate showdown.
during the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct,
only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life.
however, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your
Punishment.
which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well, then what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution!
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die, but if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed. What a smart little chimpanzee you are! Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So basically, it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing, which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that? A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy. What? Punishment? I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something. Oh. There's gonna be more blood here, so if you don't like blood, don't look. Shut the hell up, say whatever you want, I'm not gonna be part of this. Don't be so selfish. You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear, but I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle, but then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
Oof.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real.
Well,
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
That's really interesting.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you just obey those school regulations.
Interesting. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears, and an unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. Just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma. Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it the
Monokuma file!
Thank you. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then.
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do! If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It's the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you anyone who can't adapt will die? Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame. What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened. Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right, we need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength, but they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I didn't know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. I'm gonna save real quick, because it's been a while. Okay. I'm gonna talk to everyone.
hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. What? Why the hell not? Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Well, fuck you. Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them, with their stats, are totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
Still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
Huh?
Is this really happening? Screw that piece of shit bear. Huh? What's going on? Totally. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. Umi? Consciousness has crashed. We're starting now. Oh god.
what should I
Someone
do?
got right in front of us. Everyone's very upset. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. I hate this, but so we don't have a choice, we have to figure out who did it or else we're all dead.
oh,
So you finally noticed? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Oh, what are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about... Shit, she died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. Expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. Feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Yeah, of course they do. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. So we're really gonna try and find out who did it. Find out who did it, then only that person, then all the rest of us face it. That's what the ridiculous school regulations said, right? So stupid. Okay. Do we have the actual Monokuma file, or... Can I look at the I wanna look at it. Okay, that's not... Where's the... Can I look at the file, please? I guess it's not here. Okay. I guess, I'll talk to her.
Anyway.
We're going to find out who the killer is, because if we don't, we're all going to die here.
Just a second.
Hold on. Huh? Before we begin the investigation, is there something else we need to discuss? Oh yeah. No, what?
Anyway.
I'm gonna find out who the killer is. I talked to everyone. Do I have to talk to Celeste again? Relax, nothing's been decided yet. Oh, do we have to look at Junko? I gently placed my hand on Juko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I don't know why I even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real? That's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no, someone save me, let me out of here. Somebody help me. You're just now accepting that.
So then.
We're all done talking. We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. Get this wrong. Well, do I really have to say anymore? Rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. That Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. Just like that Kyoko. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. Serious, I will fuck them up. I think it's definitely worth hanging in the air he and Sakura ran off. But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? We're gonna investigate a murder. How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
You don't really have to do anything in particular. You already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? It was you. Telling you it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. It's true, we may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out, but it was pointless. Everyone had already left. The parting looks at me. It's still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will die.
Is execution. Execution! Electric chair!
I don't want to listen to that again. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it, who really killed Sayaka. Easy. We're on it. We're on it. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. Thank God! The victim was Sayaka Mizuno. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, her wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Nice. Okay. I don't know items. I seriously don't want to die here and begging God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hero doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Okay. Respectable. Inside the display case are trophies and other. Okay. Well, we're gonna win this trial. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Yes, sir! That's where I was headed, so I headed to my room. Hi, everyone! I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Okay, what can I look at? I can look at a lot of things. Okay, I want to look at the notepad. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. You say so. Toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence it's been used at all, which makes sense. I mean, it's mine and I haven't any reason. Yo, seriously, Armando. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either. Not just me, nobody's busted theirs out yet as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because like, why the hell would we? Toolkit. Okay, good. Good thing I looked at that. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? While looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room is and decide to clean up? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica Sword. There's a key on the ground, it has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly... Ah, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys, so Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, no matter who it is, don't open your door. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... It's a display stand the sword was on. It is the replica sword. Does this mean it was used in the attack? And plus the sword's been taken out. Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So are there scratches on the sheath? There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight. I mean, sure. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. Yes. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Okay. What do you have to say, Sayaka? Sakura, Sakura, do you think I'm guilty?
Hey.
Try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see.
By the way...
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible. That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. If I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Hey, Kyoko. Quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious?
Oh.
No. Not really. I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you
room.
lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Let her go. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. No, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Someone had used it too.
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well...
That's the question, isn't it? The music. Okay, let's go in here. Bathroom. And on the other side of the store. Go in. That was a really weird picture. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Good. Look at it. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth, I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Well, Makoto, you're a bit dramatic sometimes. Why are her feet like that? That's so uncomfortable. Yes, she's dead, so it doesn't matter. Myself, I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow, or whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Kitchen knife? Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure, but there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glitter. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. Killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw, written in blood, were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Is there anything else in here? Is it's just those. Okay. Yeah, leave the room. Leave, Makoto. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. Never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. Right. You often talk like an aspiring poet, but the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037, I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well...
Think about it. You're not going to tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Well, I know who I should talk to when it comes to numbers. Who better to ask than the ultimate programmer.
Makoto.
Just one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Oh, the doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? Doorknob. My doorknob. No. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this? Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought, then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Do you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka when we switched rooms, so what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Oh, what clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
I'll see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. I love Kyoko. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD. Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video, and on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me. I'm gonna go to the trash room? No, I'll go to... Oh? Oh, this is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched, so all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Okay, let's go in her room because it's right here, and then we'll go to the trash room. Get the DVD. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder what did she see. It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Yeah, I don't think she'll care. No, wait. Sayaka. All that's here is a sewing kit, no useful clues. Okay. There's more to check out. Hi. Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I can't just stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? I already checked that. So y'all are hint systems? Very strange. What was Miss Maizona doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Trash room. Mondo already talked about the trash room. I love how everything's shimmied. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. I got money. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
This is stupid. I should just go around and ask the others. Cleaning duty. Okay. Let's go... I'm not supposed to know this, but I know that Hifumi, I think, is on cleaning duty. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty. As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room? Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
actually. Anyone who...
So
that must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
You fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash. What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D, but there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'd get tired of 2D and then turn to never get tired of 2D. On God. Oh my God. Are you not totally embarrassed? You're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duties, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to- Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or the boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. Can you open it? You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just Okie dokie. Ifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and he used it to flip the switch next to the gate, and then... Ew, that's a horrible noise.
Mr.
Clever. Mr. Naegi. Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future, just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape, it's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. This is the incinerator. Good 30 feet from here to the gate, and it's on right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a pretty
indeed.
simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Fumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate, but how is that possible? This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last time, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Do you have anything... So it seems. Okay. I don't think there's anything else here. Yeah, it's just that. I could talk to him, but I don't really want to. Okay, so I did that. I went into Sayaka's room. What does Shigami have to say? So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you were the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. Didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died. All we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then Byakuya is just a bitch. Don't listen to him. Is there anything in here? There's a Junko magazine. Nothing else, really. There's no in here, at least. I don't think it's important for this one. I need to check out where the knife came from. Hi! Tina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. So you were out of your room? That's what you were saying? To me, without really meaning to say it to me. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it? Yeah, because I haven't walked into here before. I don't think that would actually change, though. There's a bunch of vegetables. I don't see anything noteworthy. I can't speak. I speak really fast, and then I just don't say words. Marbled meats, salted meats. Now's no time to be thinking about food. Bro, if you're hungry, you're hungry. You can't help it. Okay, I think that's all that's really important. Ask Asahina. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? Yeah,
totally.
weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, the knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Also, it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah, in other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure, you can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not, I would never. Ina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, honestly, I have no idea. At least she's honest. I don't know what else I need to fit. What do I have? Oh, I need to find Yasuhiro and ask him about his crystal ball that fell. Hi, bruv. Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose rooms it is, right? Well, it just so happens— Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget, Beam. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. It wasn't very funny. Hate to say it. I also need to talk to Chihiro, because the numbers. That's right. I think they're both in the gym, though. Yeah, okay. I'll talk to Chihiro first. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head. I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. And she doesn't know, because she maybe know more than she's letting on. No, couldn't be. She's a baby. She would not. She is a sweetums. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out right now. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball, but it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now, so you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. Since anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hiro. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world, that's just too stupid. Okay, I think let's check out the laundry room, because I didn't have the info before, so it might be different now. I also need to watch her video. That's the other thing I'm not doing. There's some magazines, no help there. Interesting that they're Junkos, specifically. The vending machine's still there, still doesn't have any way of helping. Erg. Okay. And I can look at every single washing machine. Washing machine. A washing machine that has nothing to do with this case. Okay. Pop that bad boy in. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in. I push play. Of course you push play. That's how it works. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert, and standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well, Sayaka. She was there along with the friend she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
That girl in the back right needs some extra design attention, I think. Compared to, like, Sayaka. I know she's in the distance, but, like... Suddenly the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins, but what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed. Well, they're not dead.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Oh, and he heard her, like, talking about it, and that's why it got to her so much, because I'm sure the others weren't exactly talking about it like she was. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're all super famous pop group, everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Oh, we got all the evidence. We're in it to win it. Last trial hours.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Woo!
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Thanks, Chief. The red door on the first floor, that's where I should go. Know where I have to go. I wanted to save, but first... Can I save? I wanted to save. Da, 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 da. Here we go. This part in the anime is always so, like, intense. Whoa. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Oh, shut up! Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know. No, that all too well. But then who is the killer? Easy. The one who murdered Sayaka, is it really one of us? Yes.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
Oh, I think it's also kind of intense in the game too, just like watching the numbers shrink.
Where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I want to talk to Kyoko. Let's get started. Yes ma'am. I don't think there's any point in talking to them, really. Let us begin.
Indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. I love that Makoto's a fucking weirdo, and he'll just like shout for no reason. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. That's not iconic, maybe. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to other shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.